Welcome back, everybody. I know it's been quite a bit since I last posted the last video, so I thought I'd give you a little update what's happening, how come I haven't been posting, and etc. So first off, I'm going to talk about the 300 Enticer 79. It's a special twin. Pretty rough. I mean, it's got a hole on the underneath it. The chassis is basically done, unfortunately, but I bought it for $50 because skis and then some other parts that come with it I could use for another sled I have. So, but it's got a nice Comet clutch, but overall sled's pretty beat. All this stuff that's in here to be, hopefully somebody can buy. Motor is stuck though, but hood to be going, chassis to be gone, but there's a lot more than $50 in parts, so that's why I kind of bought it. Next, I did a little post update on it. So this is a 74 292. I think that's correct. It has chrome skis, what it used to be. It has a 71 292 motor I put into it. Runs. It was locked, but now runs. But I had plans for this sled, and my plans went in a different direction once I got a different sled, which will be shown later on. But it's cool. I don't get why it hasn't really sold yet. I'm only asking $125. Yeah, it's rough beat. Motor runs though and everything. Plus I have a whole stack of parts in the garage where I have the 71 292 hood, bumper, exhaust, etc. all there that's going with it. So it's more than $125 worth of parts, but that's obviously to the collector itself. So this one's not really part of the collection. This one's just parts for the collection. So these two are chassis going. That one might leave tomorrow or sometime relatively this weekend. I have a guy somewhat interested. Next is these two, 93 Indy 500 and 93 XLT 580. There's some good parts off this sled. This sled, the motor was locked up. I eventually got it moving. Boy, it's scored really badly, but has upgraded pistons in it. But again, they're scored. Seats really rough. Hood's rough. Windshield is cracked. There's also my Sparkle race hood for a Panther that I was gonna do by getting rid of. But seat has that one little rip there, and then just a tiny little stress marks up there. Otherwise, pretty decent. You know, it's rough, but a lot of parts on these are nice. But so I think a guy's interested in this and that. Yeah, I know you guys see those right there. But overall, it's a nice shaped sled for people who need parts. You know, people are like, oh, it's not worth it. Like, yeah, it's rusted, but it says from 93. I mean, it's not gonna be the show condition. So if it doesn't go next week, this sled will be gone, tore down, and put into the parts van. The XLT is a weird one. This one's weird. I got these two sleds together for free, so you know, it's all right. I know you guys see the yellow. That is actually a Skidoo skid. They somehow shoved a Skidoo skid in there. I thought hood was pretty decent. It's not. Nose cone is nice. Bumper is nice. Polaris covers are nice. So, but actually, I can't tell if that's clear coat or what. So, but It's got a lot of tension support skis, everything I could take off of. The redneck part is that's there. Motor is blown up. Looks nice, looks nice. Yikes. We have, let me get around there real quick. A pipe setup, but yeah, I don't know what they were planning on doing and what not, but sled has spark and whatnot. It's just bad motor. I have another bad 570 motor that's not 570, 580 motor that's overhead, that's bad as well. But sled's overall, seat's nice except for the little tears in the back, but who cares? The front seat is nice. That's usually what I care about. All right, next on the list. Well, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 sleds going. One full sled going. This one, this one, and this one. These two don't go by next weekend. They're stripped down. Same with that one. Stripped down out of here. Gotta clean up the yard a little bit. It's a bit messy. This is a 1970 295 Panther. Well, it's rough, but it's pretty cool. I couldn't pass up the deal I got for it. But I am posting this with a 69 Panther 295. But that motor's stuck. This one turns over. And we're trying to sell the pairs of 400 to $200 a piece. Just because, well, you can't, they're not rare, but they're not common anymore. But it's cool. We'll save this one for after I finish a couple of these. I got a 75 Panther 440. Motor turns over. I had to take a few parts from this one. I gotta take skis, secondary clutch, primary, and exhaust, as I need for a sled. But this one is eventually gonna go. I'm gonna post it for sale as a part out. Some people can get parts off of it. So this sled might be gone next week, as either parts that get taken off of it, or it'll be sell as a kind of like a bone chassis for 50 to 100 bucks, trying to get it out of here. This one's pretty cool. This one's kind of rare and special. This is a 74 Panther VIP, as in, so this one's a little bit weird. It's special in a way due to the fact, see if I can get this hood open. It's got a transmission. Motor runs, so believe it or not, with all the crazy stuff going on in here. But motor runs. It's got 2,300 miles. But it's got an automatic this was like the Cadillac of sleds back in '74. Huge, heavy boat. But it didn't have the lurch. It rode nice. It was a very, very decent sled. Now I got some stuff I gotta replace, but luckily I got some dono parts from some buddies. But it has the head, cylinder head, 2,300 miles was right, but I mean, it was full of luxury sled back then. 75 Panther is looking a little basic. Next is so this sled I'm selling. I was gonna keep your deal, but you can't find parts. They're hard, so can't. This one's getting stripped. That one's trying to get sold, strip. So I haven't really kept any of these sleds. This one I'm actually hopefully gonna keep. Otherwise, if I get the right price, I might just sell it just to get rid of it. Is my mini snow. I'm not sure what year. Actually, you can tell right. Actually, don't know the year, but somewhere in 70 range. But it is rough, but it's cool. It's a baby little sled. I thought it was pretty cool. It'd be nice to be able to have a tiny sled to be able to ride around in the backyard. So, but I gotta get a different motor. I thought about putting a little bit bigger motor in here, make it a little sleeper sled. Obviously, it won't go that much faster, but that's the plan. So this one's the only one we keep out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sleds, minus this one undercovered. This one is still my grandpa's classic. Paid 600 bucks. So there's nothing changed about that one. This is actually the Yamaha SX. I've had people constantly say they want to come get it, never end up showing up. So I think there's some chipmunks living in there. I'll clean it out one of these days, but I gotta get all of these sleds gone. I guess since I'm at it, I am over here. Some of you guys probably seen just by the shape of it. Oh, kind of just giving it away now. Is my 71 292 Lynx. This sled, I mean the seats, all right, yeah, it's got some moss. It's got the lightning bolt short tank, original windshield, skis, everything. Hood's really decent shape. Hood, bumper, you know, it's a little bent, but what can you expect? It's got the headlight. Hood's really, really nice. Seats even really, really nice shape. Yeah, it's cracked up here and whatnot, but I mean, still nice and cushy. Track's really good shape on it. But this one is actually turning into my 1-cylinder race sled. That's why I have no plans for that 292 anymore. That was going to be my race sled until I told to go with this. I have a built motor for it. I say built. I have the motor that's supposedly the quickest to go into it. But it has the original 290. No, this actually has a Sachs motor, which I'm getting rid of. It's a 277, but the original exhaust I need. So it's got some parts. I have to take parts off the 75 to put on here, and etc. to be able to do. I forgot what it's called. Be able to get this to the spec I need to be able to race it. So it's cool, but I only paid somewhere between $200 to $250 for it, which for these really, really good. My grandpa actually, he picked up a same used sled 292. He paid 50 bucks, but I'm gonna let him buy the seat, windshield off me to get his up and running, so he can either sell it or do whatever with it. So out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sleds back here so far, the mini snow and the 71 Lynx 292, there's only 2 I'm keeping back. All these gotta go. I mean, they, as you can tell, they're in the yard taking up a bit of space. I was making a video. I was actually making a couple of videos before I decided to make this one. On the trailer, you can see the Ultra's gone. Ultra had to get sold. I had some bills come up. I didn't have the extra funds. The 96 XCR, that is also sold, but I sold it to my uncle, so that one will still be on the channel in the wintertime. He's building that up pretty nice. But those 2 are gone. I was gonna get another sled here, but deal didn't fall through and ended up just not wanting to get it after. It's a long story. Anywho, getting sidetracked. But this is a 74 295 Lynx. I am selling this chassis, everything on it. Track, skid, skis, shocks. There's no motor though. So I'm gonna put a 440 in it. I had to get the motor back to the original owner I bought it from, as I got a good deal with it. Well, it's got secondary clutch. It's got a primary clutch, but it's a John Deere one, so it's not really great. But I'm trying to sell this for around 100 bucks. Get it out of here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8 sleds. going. This is the girlfriend's 95 XER. She's been, every now and then she puts on it. Nothing new to update on it. She's just kind of descending the pipes, making it cleaner. I just put a broken windshield on it, gave it a little bit more, well, one, I didn't like the windshield being inside my parts van as it was taking up so much room. This one I actually got 2 days ago. This is a very, very, very cool sled. This is my 96 XR 440 SP. I got it for $100. It was right in my local town, Duluth. And you know, I knew the been raced before. I didn't think all of them been raced, especially not knowing the history. But I was getting confused on it because the manufacture date is 0101. So it's pretty cool. And I was like, oh, it's kind of weird. And then I had the adjustable nozzle for the rear suspension. Now, and I thought 97 had that. So I got very, very confused. Dug into it, sent the serial number out to see if it had any history. Turned out this sled, I shouldn't say this exact sled. The owner of this sled, as I've got more information about it, he's had a few of these. I'm not saying this specific one, but he was a very known racer in Duluth. His name was Craig Hansen. Everybody that knew him knew he was a badass driver, faster than hell. So that gives this sled character, as it was owned by him with proof. So, and it has the headlight cover. Doesn't have a rear one, but I am going to buy a rear Indy taillight cover. Even though this one is, you know, it's unfortunately cracked and it's really paint faded, but still super cool, still valuable. You can clean it up. Hood is absolutely shot. So with the hood, and then obviously the nose cone is not original. Hood, nose cone. I had a guy reach out. He's got a hood and nose cone. Hood's not really beat up like mine. I mean, I have holes missing out of this. 75. I got hood and nose cone for $60. Hood still got little cracks. I mean, these graphics are really nice, but hood is absolutely terrible. I might just ask him to shape me up the nose cone, as money's a bit tight, etc. So, but it's got camouflage skis. I mean, the sled's way more than $100. So I'm very, very lucky and fortunate I got it. The guy gave me a good deal with it. I won't take this one undercover. Everybody knows this one is my 98 XC700. I took to Giants Ridge, raced it, won one race, lost the second one, but wasn't really planning on doing well. It was just for fun. But she's still here. She's never gonna go anywhere. The XC700 and this XCR and probably the 600. These three sleds are probably never to be sold. These two definitely. This one's a 50-50. The 71 Lynx 292. That one will not get sold either, unless all my buddies got out of the racing for single cylinders and then we just eventually go. So we got the 292 race sled, we got the mini snow, and the XR 440, XR 600, and then my XC are the 4 sleds so far that I have, or five sleds I'm going to keep. So out of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, out of 13 sleds, so I'm selling 8, keeping 5. Nothing really changed in here. The 400 is sadly still been tucked away. I hope to get this out. I definitely got to finish the sled. The 400 SKS 88, real nice. I actually have a new hood, crack free, and original seat and tank cover for this sled. I'm really happy about that. So I had to get those on, get this stuff off, try to get it sold, get rid of. As you guys can probably see on the side there, 250. This is a 79 and tires are 250. Another Now there's a women's class, 250 enticer class for the kids and the girls to race together. So I asked the girlfriend, do you want to race? So I'll be going there too, racing a different class, and you could have a sled race. She was really on board. So me and my grandfather have been working on it. She's got to come out here and do her cleaning, and then she's going to pick out her decals she wants. And so this is going to be her race sled. So that's 6 sleds total out of 18, and I miscounted. So I got too many sleds. That's how bad it is. I just got to get rid of some sleds. I'm actually have a guy that's about 5 minutes away as of right now that is dropping off a Skidoo Formula Plus. Really, really rough shape. But the guy didn't want it anymore. He just wants to get out of his yard, give it to me for free. That sled, I don't plan on making any videos with it. That sled is probably going tomorrow off to a local parts dealer of mine. He's helped me with many things, and I just want to get rid of, clean up the yard. I don't need anymore. But I thought you guys deserve for an update. So, but yeah, I think the biggest score is the XR440 recently. All these other sleds have just been nickels and dimes. The most money I paid for is the 71, 292. That one, it was $250. Everything else has been less than that. So that's the most expensive sled so far. But I'm hoping to remake some videos here soon. It's been really, really slow. Work's been really, really tight with money. I'm only getting about 400 some bucks a week. It's hard to put money into sleds when I don't have extra funds. So that's why a lot of these sleds are either getting stripped down, try to sell for parts, or just sell them for dirt cheap, try to get them out here to collect extra funds. And yeah, I guess I can show you the parts van real quick. I actually got rid of a lot of stuff. I just didn't want it anymore. It's taking up too much space. I was trying to reorganize it. Oh, I actually have some PSI pipes for the ladies XCR 600. Got to re-clean them back up. They got pretty beat up. Still got tons of parts back there. There's the 400 original hood. And then I got some box of carbs, parts there. Bins still full of stuff I got to get rid of. This is the race motor for the 71. And yeah, but nothing too much. So, but I hope you guys do enjoy. I mean, if you guys are local, you see any of the sleds you might be interested in, just let me know.